Guys, after all this time, the leak, I finally found the rain leak in my car after 1 year. 1 year. It took me fucking 1 year, for fuck's sake. I had to cut the carpet. I had to cut the carpet on my driver's side where I put my feet. I had to cut the whole carpet. I had to cut the sponge insulation underneath and put some paper towels, and then finally to realize that it was the hardest thing that you will never find out, that it was the sunroof. It was the drains of the sunroof, but it was the left drain, the front left drain of the sunroof. However, I had plugged it in the summer, and usually it's not really a problem because when you plug the left one, you still have three other drains where if it rains and water enters through the sunroof, there's still three other corners for the water to go down. So it's not really a problem if you plug one. However, when I plugged it, I used one of these like ear plugs, the foam ones, and the foam, I guess, soaks and lets water drip through. It doesn't seal. And I thought I was gonna put a piece of bitumen on top, and I thought even if if this foam plug doesn't seal fully, a piece of sticky bitumen tape should be able to seal. So let me show you the bitumen. So, oh fuck! This is the bitumen tape. You know, it's sticky. It's kind of rubbery. You know, the problem is, I guess, so it was leaking before. I thought, let's seal the left side. So I put the foam plug. Where is that on my neck? I put a piece of bitumen. However, the piece must have not sealed properly because it's hard to reach in there. So it must have not sealed properly. So water would still slowly drip through when it rains too much. So if you go to a car wash and you have kind of sealed the left side and you go to a car wash, it's not gonna be enough water to kind of sit there and drip to really like soak up the carpet. So if you don't cut out the sponge and the carpet, a little part of the sponge underneath the carpet would get kind of wet, but it's not enough water to really like show you there is a problem. So if you check the floor, you're not gonna check the corner to see, oh, there's something slightly moist here. So it's gonna take, you know, like a whole night of rain for you to slowly get the floor is getting wet. What is going on? So that's the whole mystery. When the plug kind of seals, it makes it drip a little. So if it rains a little, if it rains for a few hours, it's not gonna soak the car enough for a long time to make enough water fall down to be like, oh man, there's still a leak. So you finally find out, when I removed the carpet and I removed the sponge insulation, it was exposed bare metal, the floor of the car. And I put paper towels. And I'm like, okay, when I start soaking with a water bottle different parts of the car, it should start leaking from somewhere on the floor. So when I tried the windshield, I tried down there on the windshield on the corners, I tried the door, I tried parts of the roof like right above the windshield, the left side, the driver's side, nothing. So today I'm like, let's start from the sunroof. If the leak wasn't from the sunroof, let me unplug it so it doesn't like overflow from the rain or something. So I unplug it, I carefully use some tweezers to kind of extract the sponge. I unplug it like brand new. Then I put some water with the bottle to really clean in the drains. It started leaking immediately. So that was it. It immediately started leaking on the floor. Somewhere the hose that goes in the A-pillar was either disconnected or just leaking on the, just letting water in. So yeah, turns out that was the leak. So now it's quite simple. We just actually use caulking silicone. We use black roofing silicone. See, there's a picture of a roof, and we're gonna try to not really like get it inside the hole, because we don't wanna permanently seal it. So we're gonna try to kind of get a little in the hole, but like make like a big blob of silicone pressing against the hole. Okay, so silicone is gonna be more waterproof. It should seal nicely. It should seal nicely. And that's it. And once we seal the left side, maybe if there's a rainstorm, if it rains too much, maybe we'll put some kind of a piece of rubbery towel on the sunroof to kind of protect it from the rain further. And that's it. It will be, the seal is the leak is fixed. But before we fix the floor, we're going to take the car to the car wash again, and this time we're gonna wet the windshield and everything below the windshield. We're gonna wet the door, the A-pillar, the windshield, the gaps on the door, just to make sure, one last time, just to make sure that nothing is leaking, not even a drop, and that it was only from the sunroof. We're not gonna, when we take it to the car wash, we're not going to wet the sunroof. We're going to wet only the windshield and the door and below. We want to see, okay, there's no more leak. It was only from the sunroof. And then we can start, we can dry this sponge insulation. I think the carpet has already dried up. We can dry the sponge or buy new sponge insulation, remove any mold that it has formed on it. So whether we use the old sponge insulation or we buy a new one, put the carpet on top with some Velcro, with some pieces of Velcro. We Velcro the carpet on the sponge. Everything looks like it was never cut. Looks like it was never cut, and it can always be removed. And I'm even gonna use some kind of linseed oil to kind of protect from rust, because you know the metal was wet, damp for a long time, so we wanna brush some linseed oil in there, right? And the linseed oil is gonna protect from. You should use boiled linseed oil with some paraffin wax, frankly. Okay, and that's pretty much it. We're gonna put it with Velcro. It's gonna look brand new, no more leak. And tomorrow, I guess I can go to the car battery guy to see if he can find my parasitic leak, or I'm gonna try to diagnose it myself, right? That's it. We finally, after 1 year, finally something accomplished. I don't know what I just feel such a fucking relief. Finally, I win. I defeated it. I fixed it. I saw it. I found it. I win. Finally, I fixed it. I win.